Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode. We are back, as you can see, at Leander Club. Today, this morning, going to go out a lovely paddle along the course here for Henley Royal Regatta coming up in a few weeks. And then once we're off the water, I'll have a little bit of a chat about what I'm doing here and what's coming up over the next couple of weeks before Henley Royal Regatta. So let's get to paddling. And we've made it back to the dock after a pleasurable paddle out there, getting a little bit more busy. As you can see, some wash coming through. Last little bit of the outing, but to start off with, lovely, reasonably calm water. But the water here at Henley is a little bit special. Even if there's not that much wind, the wash can just bounce around and the water becomes very bouncy. But as you can tell as well, unfortunately, as you've probably seen in the previous episode, we're not in the Lamborghini name yet to be determined, RIP. We're in the name yet to be determined for the foreseeable future. Now, to get off the water, to cool down, to relax, to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel, and then we'll chat about what's coming up after this outing and in the next couple of weeks for you. And Yam and I have fueled up. We've rested, we've relaxed for the day. We've put the name yet to be determined on the rack back there. But we've got an absolutely beautiful evening this evening. Yam and I are just going to walk down the banks as things start to liven up for Henley Women's Regatta, for Henley Royal Regatta, for all the regattas happening here over the next couple of weeks. And speaking of regattas happening over the next couple of weeks, that's what I will be doing over the next couple of weeks. So, the next regatta I have to attend is Marlow Regatta. So that's at Dorney Lake this year, and it will be... I've never raced at it, so usually in the British racing calendar you have Met Regatta and Marlow Regatta and then Henley Royal Regatta. Last year I did Met Regatta and won. This year Marlow Regatta, both of them at Dorney Lake, and it's going to be a really exciting race. I will be racing against, or at least the entries suggest, I will be racing or have the opportunity to race against the likes of Callum Dixon. You may know him from previous episodes where we raced in the start races, the start groups, the start camps, and also at Met last year as well. So it'll be really good to see sort of where I am versus him, for one, because we've raced before, and two, he's been doing an absolutely amazing job through this past season, racing season, He competed at the first World Cup and came fourth for his first senior international debut in the singles. So absolutely fantastic job, and again it'll be a good opportunity for me to see where I lie against international competition. And of course loads of names that I've raced against before that I'm looking forward to race against as well. But we're here at Leander Club for the first time since the last time I was here, a few years anyway, and it's really interesting. It's good seeing faces that I haven't seen in a long time, catching up with old friends, and being in a place where I've spent so much time, so much energy to try and improve my rowing. To step away and then come back again is it's a little bit strange. So really excited for the next couple of weeks to be training here before Marlow Regatta, and then go to Marlow Regatta and see how we get on. But it's going to be a really good thing as well. On the water here, like I mentioned, it's quite special. Regardless, basically, if it's busy, if it's busy or not, the water is bouncy and it gets difficult to row on. So this is giving me an opportunity to get out there on water that I'm not used to. And even if it was like at Strathclyde Park, you can get really used to rowing in a crosswind with crosswind conditions. But then when you go to sort of a course where headwind or tailwind is most prevalent, then it can be quite difficult to row on because you're not used to it. So getting out here on the Henley Royal Regatta course is a really good opportunity to get some mileage in on a course that I'll hopefully be racing. And I say hopefully because after Marlow Regatta there is the Henley Royal Regatta qualifiers. So it's the one weekend is Marlow Regatta, next weekend is Henley Royal Regatta qualifiers, and then the next Tuesday starts the Henley Royal Regatta. So it's going to be a really interesting few weeks training on the course that I've not trained in for a long time, since the last time I was here at Leander Club. And then we go race, and then we race again, and then fingers crossed, Yam Squad, we do race again. So we'll see in the next few weeks how we get on. And that will be the end of this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed it. A little bit of a shorter one as we probably build up the amount of videos I'm doing per week, because we're building up the amount of races I'm doing. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you are subscribed for the upcoming videos, and I will see you in the next upcoming video. Oh yeah.